Got a devotional here from Mari Clark's book, Life is Not a Snapshot. It's entitled, Why the Fence? Never tear down a fence until you find out why it was built. It's an old saying, but it sure sounds like a good idea to me. Somebody at some point in time must have thought it was necessary. A time may come to tear it down, but it might be the perfect time to strengthen it, raise it higher, and make sure that the fence continues to serve its purpose. David may not have had a fence in mind when he wrote what we know as the 40th Psalm, but his words hold a clear picture of a fence securely in place. He said, "Do not without your tender mercies from me, withhold your tender mercies from me. O Lord, let your loving kindness and your truth continually preserve me." That's in Psalms 40, verse 11. This psalm begins with David rejoicing that he had been saved from a horrible pit. This deep hole in the ground would have been used to extract the clay used for pottery and other sculptures. It was dark, damp, and sides so slick that a man who was found at the bottom without a rope or a ladder could not be able to rescue himself. I must wonder if David's thoughts about that horrible pit brought forth from his heart the plea that God would preserve him from ever falling therein again. He prayed, "Let your loving kindness and your truth preserve me." These words form the picture of a fence protecting someone from ever falling into the pit. Consider them in reverse, and the picture becomes even clearer. The word truth holds the idea of stability. Truth is like the fence post. Without truth, it will not matter what material you use for the fencing. The fence cannot withstand the elements without sturdy, upright supports. Loving kindness is the material used to create the fence. Most fences are built with the pretty side facing outward. No one sees the post. Loving kindness represents the beauty, favor, and mercy of God. The next time you see a fence, stop and ask why it was built before you start tearing it down or climbing over it. There may be a deep, slimy, horrible pit on the other side. May God, in his loving kindness, keep us on the right side of the fence of truth. Good words there from the Psalms of David. God bless you. And be careful about those fences.